Bon, toi. Bon, allez. Oula, t'es un peu moche toi, hein, quand même. Attends, il crache il crache des trucs, vraiment. Oh, quelle horreur. C'est bizarre, c'est la première fois que je tombe sur un ennemi comme ça. Doit pas être fort bon ce sort là en fait. Enfin, même pas. Celui d'escale doit pas être bon non plus, mais lui qui il a peut-être pustule et tout. C'est un peu dégueu. Hein. Je sais pas, dès que je l'ai vu faire ça, je me suis dit oh non. D'accord, une fusion entre Skull et un loup-garou. Oh, attends.
We should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go? Anywhere. Anywhere that isn't here. And what is that, by the way? A safer place? A less strange place? And where would that be? Life is strange. And we are alive. For now, yes. But for how long? If we decided to flee, we should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go? Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Indeed. I've never been good at explaining my feelings, but I can tell when my body is hurting me.
You have nothing to be worried about. You should recover by taking this.
Sounds so easy to fight disease. Too bad it's not the same making people smile again.
Have you any recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
I try not to listen to gossip or rumors. Unlike my brother, I am only interested in facts.
What are you really afraid of, Agamemnon?
The problem is, it's precisely what I don't know that frightens me. So I suppose I can't really answer your question.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see?
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
D'accord.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
Du coup, j'arrivais à parler à ton frangin qui buguait derrière pendant notre
Good evening,
conversation.
Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have feelings of déjà vu when I talk to you?
Have you any recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard he's dead. I hope he found his twin brother, wherever they are now.
You knew Aloysius's twin brother?
Yes. I think we were even together in the Gemini Club for a time. A somewhat secret society that only accepts twins as members.
How long have you been waiting for this man?
Sometimes I feel as though I've been waiting for him for ages. Perhaps it is my role in life to wait for him. Not a pleasant thought.
It could be dangerous for you, waiting here all night.
That's quite true. But what other choice do we have? We are waiting here until we finally go.
Why are you still waiting for this person?
What would be the point of going before meeting the man, as he's going to help us leave?
Mr. Baker, I have met many strange people during my life, but you are definitely one of the strangest.
Really? I don't feel particularly odd or weird. All I want to do is leave. What's wrong with that?
Bah rien, mais le fait que tu attendes quelqu'un que tu connais pas, que tu sais pas quand il va arriver et que t'attends juste un miracle, c'est un peu bizarre en fait.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Pericles, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Perhaps it's time to leave. Perhaps we should stay a little longer. How can I tell?
And where exactly are you thinking of going?
In a place where I will finally have that feeling, to be where I belong. The world has to be meaningless chaos to make such a heaven plausible.
Tell me more about your strange feelings towards the city.
I would be happy to describe them, but it's too hard to explain with mere words what I'm feeling. It's unclear, too confused.
Go on, please.
Where should I start? The world is chaos. Men go mad and nature itself runs roughshod over us all.
This is not the first time mankind has faced a deadly epidemic or a war.
Men kill each other while nature decides to kill them all. I don't know what scares me the most. Do you?
Le deux.
Both can be disastrous, and a combination of the two merely increases their potency.
And what if they were just a sign of worse disasters to come? Something of biblical proportions, I wonder.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Ah zut, j'ai oublié de le...
Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Why do I always...
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I'm afraid I do. I knew we should have left London.
I don't want to appear tactless, but you're risking your health by remaining outside at this hour of night.
Says the doctor who also works outside at night. But as always, the imprudent person enjoys the company of their fellows.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Je vais juste y retourner pour voir s'il y a quelque chose de spécial maintenant ou pas. Ah génial, il avait des traitements planqués dans son coffre lui. Ah là, trouvé. Bon bah du coup j'ai trouvé les 3 coffres, c'est super.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
D'accord. Ok, Edgar a été enlevé. Je veux dire quelle trace de
Looks
sang.
like he's wounded. I better follow the blood.
Attends, il y avait un truc.
McCullum and his thugs are taking the credit for Edgar's abduction. They really mean business.
Je sais pas pourquoi, quelque chose me dit qu'en fait, ça sent le boss à planer. Ouais, donc du coup, ça sent vraiment le boss à planer, quoi. C'est même pas la lumière du soleil.
Dr Swensea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
D'accord.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. True light will cleanse you.
Oula.
If you're so innocent.
Pareil, combien qu'il va faire comme Doris, c'est-à-dire qu'il va envoyer ses petits bonhommes. Ces petits bonhommes.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me. I'll pick you down.
Aïe, aïe, aïe. Hey!
Priwen prevails.
Vas-y, vas-y dans ta lumière là. Tiens.
The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me.
You!
Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Ow. Eh! Eh! C'est une blague! Non.
I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Parfait. Sors de là.
If you're so innocent, why does simple light burn you so much?
Non, non. Un peu coincé avec lui là. Ow, ow.
Close your eyes.
Bon, tant pis, je vais cramer, mais au moins j'aurai un peu de sang. Recule, 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 recule.
I know. It hurts, doesn't it? If you're so innocent, why does simple night burn you so much?
Au, au, au. Faut pas que j'aille trop vite. Parce qu'en vrai, il lui reste plus beaucoup. Aouh! Mais... J'avais appuyé, vilain! Tu triches! Bah voilà. Du premier coup, je suis étonnée. Vraiment, je suis très étonnée.
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
Vous m'avez traqué, peut-être que je suis un monstre. Nous pourrions coopérer.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
Épargner, transformer. Oh! En vrai, je me dis, si je l'épargne, bah, il va peut-être se dire que les vampires sont pas tous... ne sont pas tous méchants, mauvais. Si je le transforme, bah, en soi, il risque de m'en vouloir parce que bon, Jonathan en a bavé quand il est devenu vampire. Et bon, ça va peut-être fortifier la haine, mais il verra peut-être ce que c'est d'être un vampire en vrai. Donc j'hésite. Est-ce que je l'épargne? Est-ce que je le laisse en... La dernière fois, je crois que je l'avais épargné. On va le transformer pour voir. Allez.
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
Prepare yourself, Hunter. You're about to be hunted, just like me.
No! No!
When I kissed my goodbye, I had no idea what I was doing. But now I do. Consider this my kiss.
Il va l'embrasser? Ah non, d'accord, ok. D'accord, ça va changer de la dernière fois. La dernière fois, je l'ai... La dernière fois, je l'ai pas transformé, je l'ai épargné en me disant il comprendra peut-être ce que c'est de... Ce que c'est d'être... Honnêtement, je sais pas si j'ai pris la bonne décision. Science sans conscience. Bon, bah on verra bien ce que ça donnera. Ça se trouve, il va être en colère contre moi et il va vouloir se battre avec moi. Et ça va être un combat terrible de vampires. On verra, hein. On ne sait jamais. On verra bien ce que ça donnera. Se rendre au théâtre de Doris Fletcher. Ah ouais, d'accord, ok, bah on va y aller.
Dr. Reed, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
What are you investigating, exactly?
Well, my 2 missing persons cases have been solved. By you, it seems. Are you just that lucky? Or do you know something I don't?
I was lucky enough to find them both while conducting my investigation in this part of town.
Why do I still have the feeling that you're hiding something? What about the abductor? Was it the same person?
I don't think so. You had better interview Miss Teasdale and Mr. Kimura on that matter. All I did was to lead them safely home. Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
Allez.
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Jeffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes. The situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
What?
Quel tueur.
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
C'est marrant, c'est pas le premier qui dit ça, je pense.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Have you recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
I just heard he finally died. We all have to go one day, do we not, Dr. Reed?
Parce que je lui ai posé toutes les questions que je pouvais lui
Do you
poser.
need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
I would rather not know. Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Allez.
Here is the money.
Love. Pure and unseen. Untold. The two hearts love each other without knowing it. Without daring to admit it.
Ah, j'ai eu un indice sur Christina et sur Clayton. Ah, ils s'aiment tous les deux. Ah, c'est mignon.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swensea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller, then?
Oh, I can tell you many things. But they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Wow.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swensea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
Do you require medical attention?
If you don't mind.
You'll feel better after taking this.
Thank you very much. I feel better already.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander. Yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Perhaps London will survive the epidemic, but I see terrible trials awaiting in the future.
Du coup, on va faire cette fameuse quête. Découvrir où se trouve le carnet volé par la garde de Priwen à Usher. On va la marquer. Oh. Ok, ça c'est cool. Et ils sont deux. Bon bah on va voir ce que ça va donner. Hein. Waouh. Je pensais pas que je les défoncerais comme ça par contre.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Clayton's feelings towards you are romantic and serious. Is this feeling mutual, Christina?
That is the least of my concerns, Dr. Reed. Perhaps Clayton has time to think about these things, but I don't.
If you had time to question your heart, what would it say?
That men are pigs. But it doesn't bother me as long as they pay.
D'accord.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Et c'est là où il y a le théâtre en fait, j'ai pas le choix. Je suppose. Je sais que je suis chiante à faire ça tout le temps, mais pour moi en fait son carnet, son carnet il est là. Je vois pas où il serait d'autre. Bon bah, tant pis, pas le choix.
So Priwen never left Doris's theater after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Bon, du coup, il va bien falloir fouiller pour trouver le carnet.